Hi, I'm Stu from Hive Mind Automation and welcome back to the Hive. In this video, we'll be unwrapping my presents from Santa and seeing what's arrived. Now, if all goes according to plan, this video should be coming out on Christmas Day in Australia. So I do hope that you're having a great Christmas or holiday break. And while I roll the intro, I'll ask that you take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I release new videos each week. And let's get started. So being Christmas, I've got some gifts from Santa. So let's get these unwrapped and see what we've got. So I've got two boxes here and I'm excited to see what we've got. Great, so we've got Mirabella Genio 180 LED multicolored ball lights. I'll pop that over here. And what else have we got? We've got a Mirabella Genio Wi-Fi 300 LED multicolored fairy lights. So two Mirabella Genio party light packs. You could use these as Christmas lights, I guess, but it's a bit late for that. So I'm gonna just call these party light packs. So I'm really excited about these Mirabella Genio party lights. I've seen these and other Mirabella Genio smart party lights at Bunnings for between $20 and $40, so they're not exactly pricey. I did have a comment a couple of weeks ago requesting a review of the Arlec Grid Connect Christmas lights, but I don't think I'm going to get to specific Christmas lights this year. But these Mirabella Genios are based on Tuya, so hopefully they'll give you a reasonable idea of what to expect even from the Arlec Grid Connect units. I might even head to Bunnings after Christmas and see about picking up a bargain on some of those Grid Connect Christmas lights so that we're well and truly ahead for next year. Now, I do know that it's a bit late for a review of Christmas lights, but to be brutally honest with you, I completely misjudged how much time I had left before Christmas and got stuck into the Smart Powerboard series, which will be producing the very final video in that series soon. But these lights I chose are not limited to just being Christmas lights. And in fact, in my opinion, if you're spending extra money on something that you're only going to use once a year at Christmas just so that it's smart, I think I'd want it to be a lot smarter than these lights. These lights probably aren't going to be part of any of those over-the-top, DMX controlled and sync to music Christmas light displays that you might see YouTube videos of that are super impressive. But these are also not specifically Christmas themes, and I can't see them being out of place at any kind of backyard party. Now, being Mirabella Genio, we do know that these are going to be Tuya controlled. So I know I've been doing a lot of Tuya stuff lately, and I do feel a little bit dirty because of it, because as you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Tuya ecosystem. I promise that in 2022, we will start at looking at some other things. So make sure that you're subscribed to learn more about Z-Wave, Thread, and Matter in 2022. So let's take a look around the boxes and see what we've got, and then we'll get them out of the boxes, set them up, and take a look at them in the Tuya app. So we've got our 300 LED multicolored fairy lights and our 180 LED multicolored ball lights. I'll be interested to see if they are RGB LEDs or if they're just single colored LEDs at each point on the string. Both boxes show that they are low voltage and for indoor or outdoor usage. Both show that they work with both the Google and Amazon digital assistants. If we take a look around the back, we see some basic instructions, but we don't need those. We've done this before. We've also got some measurements. So both packs show that the length from the transformer to the first bulb is 5 meters, and that translates to about 16 feet for those playing along from the US. The 180 bulb fairy lights have a length from the first to the last bulb of 17.9 meters, which is just shy of 60 feet at around 58 and change. And the 300 fairy light string says the length from the first bulb to the last bulb is 29.9 meters, which is just shy of 100 feet at just over 98. In our information section here, we see that there's a scheduler and a dimmer, and then the different functions which are supported, and they're both the same on both of these units. So we've got combination, in waves, sequential, slow glow, changing and flashing, slow fade, twinkle and flashing, and steady on. We've got some more info about the compatibility with the Google and Alexa systems here. Some system requirements for iOS 9 or higher or Android 4.4 or higher. And we need a 802.11n 2.4 gigahertz network for these to work. That should work on a B, G, or N network, and that they're dimmable with the Mirabella Genio app. We've got some information about Mirabella's website, and this illustration tells us that the transformer is for indoor use only, but the lights can go outside. Now, something I have noticed with Mirabella Genio products is this I0 code just above the barcode here. You can search this I0 code in Blackadder Tasmota repository, and I did that before this video, but neither of these units showed up with a template. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't flash these with Tasmota or another custom firmware, but I do suspect that they might require something a little bit more specialized, perhaps like WLED. So let's get these out of the box and take a look. Okay, so we've got them out of the boxes, and we've got our ball lights here with these little plastic balls on the LEDs, which don't appear to pop off. That's not really a big deal. I just thought I'd try it out. And the power adapter, which is just a 2-pin adapter there. And there's a button there that we can press, which presumably changes the modes. This connector is quite interesting. It appears to be weatherproof, and you plug that in and screw that on. Now, what have we got on the power adapter? So the output is 31 volts at 193 milliamps, so about 6 watts. And this is Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz only. There's not really a lot of information here now. I'm interested to see how this is going to work, because there's only the two wires coming out of here, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. What I'll do, we'll take a look at the other one, and we'll come back to how this works in a few moments. So again, we've just got bare LEDs on. So the same situation for this power adapter. It has that same connector with the screw down terminal. It has the details of the different modes on the side, and it's got on this side. So interestingly, the stickers are slightly different. So one's Mirabella and the other one is Ningbo Golden Power Electronic. We've got our model number on both of these, which are the same, and 2.4 gigahertz only. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug these in, and we are going to pair them up to the Tuya app and take a look. So this is them just plugged in. I haven't done anything yet. We can hit that, and it's, so this side looks like a mix between blue and green, and this side looks like it's kind of a mix of yellow and reddish colors. I'm not sure if these actually change colors or if they're just going to be stuck on this one color, because if they're not going to change colors to anything, that's a bit disappointing. Okay, and so for this one, we've got the same. So again, they all seem to be flashing the same color anytime they turn on or off. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a multicolored situation again, or if this is going to just be you get what you get. So let's get these paired to our Tuya Smart app, and we will go from there. So I've got the Tuya Smart app open here, and I'm going to plug in I've just got the ball lights plugged in, and I'm going to tap the plus button in the top right hand corner here. And I'm going to tap lighting down the left hand side, and I'm going to scroll through, and we've got string lights Wi-Fi here. So I'm going to tap string lights Wi-Fi. We've got our Wi-Fi details here. I'll tap next, and I'm going to press and hold the button and see if we can get it into a blinking rapidly. It looks like that's it. I'm going to tap confirm and then next, and we'll see if this pairs. Okay, so it looks like that paired. I'm going to change the name from multifunction lights to ball lights, and we'll hit save, and I'll put it in the dining room and hit done. Okay, so it's updated and we've got it there. So that's now paired. So I'm going to, at the moment it is on combination. Let's try in waves, sequence, slow glow, chasing, slow fade, twinkle, and steady. And we've got our brightness here, which we can turn all the way down. That doesn't seem particularly dim. It doesn't seem like it's 10%. We'll turn it all the way back up to 100%. And I'll just tap on this timer here, so we can add a timer so that it turns on or off at specific times. So I could go add a timer to repeat once and send a notification, and we could switch it off at let's say 3:02, and we'll tap save, and that is going to switch off at 3:02 and just the once. So we've got we can tap that to turn it on and off as well. And in the top right we've got our edit functions, so we can see the details there. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm actually really kind of disappointed, because these are only going to show me this yellow and orange color, and these are only going to show me this kind of blue and green color. And there doesn't appear to be a way for me to change the color of the LEDs. Honestly, I don't think that this is actually worth the $30 to $40 that would have been paid for it. To be perfectly honest with you, I think that something that actually has color changing LEDs would have been a bit nicer. It's entirely possible that it might have cost a bit more, but I would have spent the extra money to get the color changing function. And these plastic balls on here are not very great. The quality is a bit poor. They kind of look like they've been put on with hot glue, and there's still like strings of hot glue that are just hanging off them. So honestly, the The finish isn't fantastic, and yeah, look, I mean, they would probably be great for just adding a little bit of ambiance to a scene, but yeah, I kind of would have expected a bit more. And so we will transition now to the other ones, the 300 LED string. So I will plug that in, and I will tap and hold the button until we get into that pairing state, and I will tap the plus button inside the Tuya app again. We'll go to lighting, scroll down and choose Wi-Fi string lights again. We've already got our Wi-Fi details. I'll tap next, tap that to confirm the light is blinking, which it is, and we'll go next, and we'll pair this one and take a look at these ones. Okay, so we are paired and we've got multifunction light 2. I'm going to change the name to 300 LED string and tap save, and put them in the dining room and tap done. And we've got the same interface, so we've got off and on, and we've got combination, in waves, sequence, slow glow, chasing, slow fade, twinkle, and steady. So I'm kind of disappointed, to be perfectly honest with you. Each of these LEDs, they're the same color, and you know, they're not RGB LEDs. They are just simple single color LEDs. There's some resistor packs, I think, inside each LED that gets kind of hot, which is a little bit concerning if you were to put it inside a real Christmas tree that maybe gets quite dry. Look, I don't think it would start a fire, but just something to bear in mind in case something goes wrong and you do produce a fair amount of heat there. These are no different than getting standard fairy lights and putting a Wi-Fi module in them to do the same stuff that you would do just by plugging in the standard module and pressing the button. So I actually see no point in these being smart lights at all. There is the benefit, though, of being able to have the schedule. So, you know, it could be said that the schedule is something that you couldn't do with the standard controller, but I think honestly your money would probably be better spent on either using a smart power board or or maybe even just a smart switch on some regular Christmas lights. There's really no benefit at all, as far as I can tell, to having these be smart. Okay, so we got them paired into Tuya, and now it's worth checking to see whether or not we can actually use these with Home Assistant at all. So I'm going to pop over to my Home Assistant instance here, and we will go to configuration and integrations, and we'll take a look. So our Tuya is showing 8 devices, 25 entities. I'm going to reload the Tuya instance here, and we've now got 10 devices and 27 entities. So it's seen the devices, which is a good thing. So we've got our 300 LED string. Apparently I put an A in there, so 300 LED string. And we've also got ball lights in here. So that's good. We can take a look. We'll look at that. We've got ball lights. It's got our off and on switch. And if we drill in to the controls, we've got our brightness, which is completely non-responsive. The power on and off works, but the brightness the brightness is not working at all. So that's not boding well for the ball lights. Let's pop out to our overview and we will see if we can find our 300. There we are, 300 LED string. We'll drill in and we'll turn them off. So they turn off and they turn on. Interesting that when we turned them off the first time, they kind of did a fade out. And now they are, they're not doing a fade anymore. The first time they faded out, but now they're just being very brutal and turning off. We have none of the functions at all, and our brightness doesn't work either. So the Home Assistant integration for these particular units is completely useless, except for turning them off and on. You can't even use Home Assistant to trigger any of the features, so the effects that are built into the light, which are, they're fairly basic. You would find them on cheaper Christmas lights as well, and the brightness functionality just doesn't work either. It worked in the app, so I don't know why it's not working using the Tuya integration with Home Assistant. So there you have it, 2 Mirabella Genio fairy light packs. Now, we don't really do Christmas decorations in my house here, but these still might be okay for adding a sense of whimsy to an outdoor party on a backyard deck, for example. I am very disappointed with the functionality of these lights. I had hoped that there was a bit more to the smart functionality of these lights than just being on, off, brightness, and changing the functions that you can change within the button controller as well. They feel like the addition of the smart functionality was added as an afterthought. There's absolutely no need for it. The only thing, and this is the one thing that I can say that is a positive about these being smart devices, is the ability to add a schedule to them, which you could do with a basic timer that doesn't even have to be smart. You can just get one of those ones where you push the pins in and it turns the lights on and off at the right time. You could do the same with a smart switch if you wanted to add a smart switch in there, or even a smart power board, which, as you've seen, I'm doing this series on the smart power board, and we'll be doing a head-to-head comparison with the smart power boards next week. So that's all we have for this video, and I do hope that you enjoyed it or you got something out of it. I hope you're enjoying a well-deserved end-of-year break over this holiday season, and I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of the HiveMind automation community for 2021. I can honestly say that I do look forward to creating these videos each week, and it has been so very rewarding to see the number of subscribers climb steadily this year. So thanks for being a part of the nearly 3,000 subscribers and a part of the journey of the Hive, and I'm looking forward to getting into some more diverse content in 2022. We've definitely got some more coding content coming, much more smart home content, and of course a whole lot of gadget reviews. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, no matter how you celebrate, and I hope that you all have a happy and safe New Year, and we'll be seeing you in 2022 for what is shaping up to be an exciting year for the smart home. Be sure to comment down below with home automation ideas you'd like to see me cover in 2022. And also let me know what your thoughts on these Mirabella Genio smart party or Christmas lights was for you. Don't forget to follow HiveMind Automation on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button down below, and if you didn't like it, hit thumbs down. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing now, and while you're at it, you might as well hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I release new videos each week. If you are currently in the market for a VPN provider, you'll find that there's an affiliate link for NordVPN in the video description as well. I've chosen to partner with NordVPN because they have the best infrastructure of any of the VPN providers that I have researched. They also have a strict no logs policy and servers all over the planet. On top of that, they have apps for just about every platform, including Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. So no matter what platform you're using, you can protect your personal information while you browse the web wherever you are. So get a VPN today and use my link below to sign up for NordVPN. Lastly, if you're not currently in the market for a VPN, but you do still want to help to support the channel, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description down below. Contributions made through the Buy Me a Coffee link are put towards making more and hopefully better content for you to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Stu from HiveMind Automation, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now, and Merry Christmas.